Hello and welcome to Jastarnia, which is on the Hel Peninsula in northern Poland. This is the Caravanning Summer Show, and this is a small exhibition of camping vehicles which happens every year. Well, this is the third year. The first year I was here, second year was last year. I didn't know what was going on, so I didn't come. And the third year is here now. I was in Gdansk, so it seemed a very good place to come to. Just to show you the environment, this is the port of Jastarnia, and actually the exhibition starts off with these things here, which are called mobile homes. When I first saw the word mobile home in the United States, I thought, hey, that looks like a shed to me. But right, so they are mobile homes. They're mobile because you can move them around and put them anywhere you like. Anyway, I might have a look at that later, or I might not, depending on what I'm feeling like. But I'm gonna start off with this thing here. Really, this is the Adria brought this out in 2019, I think it was, as an improvement on the Caravan. And as you can see, it's much bigger than the Caravan. Anyway, we'll have a look at that a little bit later. In fact, we're going to have a look at everything a little bit later. Here we have the Adria Twin Supreme 640, 640 centimeters long campervan. I'll come back to that a bit later. Here we have a new Burstner, which I would, this is the one, if they said I can have any one you want is here. I have this thing here, this Burstner Liseo Harmony line, and I'll just stick the thing around the door and we have a quick look at it now. Something like this, you're probably looking at around 75,000 euros plus for it. Depends on the equipment here. Don't worry, I shall be doing them all in more detail later. But one thing about this van, and this is a fantastic example, I couldn't think of a better example. Look at this wonderful huge window, and in this case look at the view as well. That is brilliant. Not often you can get a view so good in a demonstration. Of course, if you're living in the thing, you can get views like this all the time. In fact, the first time I had a view like this, I did a video on the subject. Of course, most of the time you get a view like this one here, which is onto a it's onto a car park. But anyway, that apart, very good example, and wonderful, wonderful windows. Shower, 2 domestic plug holes. That is appreciated, as is the thing to dry my socks on. This door here will close. Let's have a quick look at it closing. And there you've got the toilet, and you've got this sort of shut off, so you can shut yourself in here should you so desire. There's a bed up there as well that comes down, but we won't be bringing it down now because the computer is on the table. Oh, and this is an example also whilst I'm in here. I'm doing all these examples. You can see how the blinds come across. Dometic, Remy and other companies make these blinds. They're not cheap, but once they're installed, they're far better than curtains, in my opinion. Anyway, double floor. I think Burstner has a lot to go for it, so if they want to give me any van that's here, this is the one I'm going to choose. And okay, right now let's go to the next one, which would probably be what most people would choose. It's the Knaus TI on a MAN, M-A-N. So I call it MAN. Most people do actually. It's not a MAN, it's an M-A-N. Right, so you've got a price there, which is about 95,000 euros. Right, 600. Oh, it's locked, so we're not getting in. Never mind. It's a Knaus, so it's probably not worth getting in anyway. Right, so this is a curious thing, but these scooters here, look how small they go. Electric scooter, it looks far better than the ones that one can find in the streets, and it comes with a seat. I mean, for people who don't fancy a bike, I don't know anything about them, but that might be a suitable alternative. Anyway, I mean, you may be thinking, why would you leave a Knaus van right next to the sea? It could just disintegrate. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just putting that one forward. Right, here we have it's a rather interesting non-teardrop small trailer, and I'll just stick this in here if it hasn't anybody's personal stuff in. Oh, yes, quite nicely built. I'll come back now. Look at that. This thing here, very curious. This isn't for sale. This is the feeding. But look here, El Camino, Arizona and Mexican barbecue bar, and breakfast from 6 o'clock. Well, that must be from tomorrow, because it certainly wasn't open at 6 o'clock today. I was here. Right, and get some clothing. Yeah, do you think I'd look good in that? Write the answer below. And here's somebody who hasn't turned up yet, so we'll see them later. Outdoor equipment, though it might be difficult taking them, what do you call it, bean bags in your van. I think somebody's going to be coming here as well. Hasn't got here yet. This Wavecamper 4x4, and it's well, done that in more detail in other videos. VW California. Oh, there's a California. I've never seen this one before. That's the first time. No idea what it's gonna call. Oh, the Caddy California. Sorry, I haven't seen whatever model year this one is. I'm presuming it's the 2021. Could be 2022. I don't know. But actually, I did see this at Abenteuer und Allrad in Bad Kissingen in 2018. But it looked different then. Right, so that's the Grand California. Comes in two types, and the price of this is extremely variable. Now, the opinions are highly different on this van. This van is manufactured in Poland. It is the best selling because it's the most produced camper van in Poland, and the market obviously is mainly sold in Germany, but it's made here in this country in Poznan. And now opinions differ on it, because there are those who say that it looks a bit like an ambulance. It's very white inside. Those who might actually like the look. Now, I did extensive videos on it when it came out, and including its forerunner, the prototype, the XXL. I think that was what it was called. Whatever it was called. But anyway, that was never built. It had a funny rear at the end, but never put into production. All right, so here we've got this teardrop here, which is a slightly smaller one. This is from Austria. Forgotten name of the manufacturer. It's from a manufacturer whose name I have forgotten, but never mind. And what we can see here, we'll have a quick look inside. If I can sort of stand over, there you are, Hero Camper. And oh, I must say they've used some very nice way of keeping this fresh in here. I've got to say that this does not look like most teardrops. This, yeah, it's got something rather exquisite about it. Yeah, it's quite nice now. Also, these things here are blown up, so you don't have to carry an entire surfboard with you. Okay. Oh, so the Adler means eagle in German, and what's it? Energy solutions, it appears to me to be. I'll have a look at that later. And here we have, this is a Renault Traffic with a tent on the roof, and I filmed the tent going up. Now look how big that tent is. Now to get the tent to go up, it's pneumatic, so it, well, I think they say 8 minutes, but I think it's nearer 15, but all the same, you've got all that room up there, and the pneumatic parts, bear in mind, air is very good at retaining insulation. Retaining insulation, is that the correct way? But retaining heat anyway. But obviously it's not entirely, because it's only the structural parts which are full of air. But anyway, I mentioned all of that. And there's another beach from Volkswagen. Oh, so, and Renault Traffic Camper. Not many of them around. There you go. We'll have a tour of that one a bit later as well. Now,
be safe, drink water.
Again?
Be safe, drink water.
Be safe, drink water. Yes, quite right. Yes, right. And now, right. Oh, look at that, how closer. That car, how close it was parked on. Glad I didn't see that. I would have been, I'd have had to change my trousers. Anyway, so there's where I'm parked, and finally I'm going to close this video with a look at the location we're in. This is the port of Jastarnia. As I said, Jastarnia became sort of fashionable, so to speak, in the 1920s. This is where the wealthy people in the interwar period in Poland came for their holidays, at a time when buying a house here would be more expensive than the most expensive places in Warsaw. That is my understanding of it. Having said that, I did work in real estate, although that admittedly wasn't in the interwar period. It was in the 2000s, but and I am a historian. But anyway, so this obviously in the socialist times, this was it was a number of companies that had their own resorts here, so that people would come here from a factory somewhere in southern Poland. They'd come here for 2 weeks in the summer, and but those places were privatized. Most of what you see today here, this is largely, I think, a tourist marina. There are of course fishing cutters over there, and we've got at the same time some repairs over here as well. But I think the main fishing place, it appears to me, is Hel, which is at the end of this peninsula. You can see it on the map, northern Poland. On one side you've got the Baltic Sea, which is the other side, and here on the southern side, this is the Bay of Pucko, the Bay of Gdansk, and in that direction down there is Gdynia. So that gives you a little bit of a location as to where we are, and I think I'll finish off with a look at the Harmony line from the other side, and that way I'll have the sun behind me. Now, if you're interested in vans, obviously I do lots of vans like this, but I also do lots of things about traveling around, above all in Poland. So I spent more time in Poland than any other country, followed by Germany, Italy, Austria, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom. So there you have it. Lizio Burstner Harmony line, very nice van, and that's the one of all those vans here that I would pick. So thanks for watching.